Hey everybody, this is Grace. I am at if you can't tell, the rec center, one of, here in town in Plano, Texas. Plano, Texas. Looks like Plano, the way it's spelled, but it's Plano. Remember, it's what the natives call it, and we call it Plano. Anyway, I'm gonna go and see about just parking somewhere that's not a million miles away, but to go up there and just try walking. I was in the ER and diagnosed with congestive heart failure last week, and I see the cardiologist on Monday. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go walk a bit, not really walk a bit, just walk up to the. I have a bench mark. It's an actual bench that marks this place. That's why, for me to come go to and back. Okay, and as for Adam, he decided the best thing to do here is to walk around with a cigarette in his mouth. He's not supposed to be smoking anymore. He's supposed to quit months ago. He's stubborn. He shouldn't be. But, yeah, I know. Anyway, I think I'll just walk up there. That's not too far. I just got out of a convenience store Adam and I went to. And I had all these points. I think I had 4,000 points. And then they took some of them away. I guess they expired. And the racetrack, I think they're similar to other places. I've heard so much about Wawa. We don't have a Wawa, we have a racetrack. And yeah, if that doesn't make things confusing, huh? You know, instead of a racetrack, it's a racetrack. But anyway, had a whole bunch of them. We used a whole bunch of them. It was kind of fun. In case you were wondering about that, I was zoomed in. Gotta put my shoe on. At least now I can put my shoe on. I should update that. I was in last week. It was a week and a day ago. And actually 2 days ago would be a week, full week. Anyway, and I'm now, remember I've been talking about so much. Where's my other shoe? There it is. But been talking so much about all this time, this past almost 2 years. April next month would be 2 years. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I kept mentioning all the weight I kept being put on me. Just, more and more weight. And I never told how much, but it was 1.2. Okay, 1 pound, 0.2 of shy of being 50 pounds. 50. And this didn't all of a sudden, boom, it was there. It slowly over this time. And I had been complaining about, hey, why am I gaining this weight? And so much of it was in my stomach. Oh my gosh. Not stomach, but abdominal area. And, I mean, it was unbelievable. It was just, and they're like, no distension. Yes, there is. This last one, he said, yeah, there is a little distension. I'm looking at it. I said, a little? I said, look at this. Yeah. Come on, what is their problem? I'm serious. At least he diagnosed it finally. Which is not a great diagnose, but finally. Somebody's saying what they should be saying, diagnosing, and they should be doing diagnosing. So they put me on the other place, that I was actually admitted to. Wouldn't even put me on the Lasix. They should have, because they said that I was already on a water pill. Well, guess what, my friends? It wasn't working. So they put me on this one, and guess how much pounds has gone off since today? I have to do it every day. Weigh myself every day. Today I was a little late. I had actually weighed myself earlier, then I went back and fell asleep, and when I woke up, it was later than usual when I weigh myself, but it was less. And altogether, It's 10.4 pounds. 10.4 pounds. That's less than 10 days. Yeah, the way they said it wasn't really what I was eating. It was that my body was not getting rid of the sodium. It wasn't filtering it right. And that's what the guy said. He ran all those tests, so many tests. So many tests. And basically, and plus I'm anemic, in which he said, you've been anemic like 6 months or so. That's what my doctor had said, back in January. This is March 14th. And you've been anemic. Here's Adam. I'm on his case for being bossy. Seriously. Okay, we're back home. It is windy out there because we're under they call it a red flag warning. We were under it yesterday and the day before, but not as bad as today. And I know that they were saying earlier that's like here in Texas, we're in North Texas. The other side, like West Texas, was going to have really high winds. I don't remember how much, but they said so are we. So up to 50 mile per hour. That's not as bad. I think that was going to have 70 or 75, 80. I don't know. And well, it got bad by the time we got home. It looked like smoke or dust out there. We went to the nature preserve. Haven't been out there in years. Went out there just to sit and look at some video that Adam had taken when he and his brother were at their cousin's in South Texas last week. And he and his older brother were there. And we also saw their younger brother's house. He's like 3 months younger than I. And his girlfriend, well, I would not recognize her if I saw her. She has gained a lot of weight, and he has gotten very gray since the last time we saw him. I'm like, wow. Adam had already told me that that younger brother has a lot of gray all of a sudden. But he didn't tell me that his younger brother Dennis's girlfriend Winnie had gained a lot of weight. She did gain a lot of weight. I don't make fun of people because they gain a lot of weight or lose weight or any of that kind of stuff. But because like I mentioned, for me, well, I haven't mentioned it, but yeah, I'm a tall, I call myself I forgot already. But a gentle giant, and I'm just a tall woman. I always have been tall. I was in kindergarten, me and another girl. We recognized something was different about us. She was tall and skinny, and I'm tall and, strong-bodied. And we were like that all through school. We both recognized that kindergarten, that we were different than all the other girls waiting in line to go to the bathroom. But, so I've had people make judgment about, that they say, it's not that you're big, it's just that you're tall. Well, so what? I'm a Texan. We grow everything bigger in Texas. Big and tall. But, anyway, it's kind of joking around. But I did do that walk from the SUV to the literal benchmark and back. But when I got back, there was a car that looked just like mine. I was like, what is Adam doing? I couldn't see mine where I thought it was parked. And I left Adam. He wanted to sit in there and wait. And with the key, it was in the, in it in case he wanted to turn it on. I was only walking up there and walking back, but then I saw that car and I was, I gotta go the other direction, And because it was they were driving and then they went and parked and I couldn't see mine. I thought, well, Adam, that was Adam. He must have decided to drive around the block or something, or the block of the parking area, because I could not see mine. And yeah, I said that 3 times, or however many. But it was there. It was just parked a little further down. And I had to walk back to that. And then I got there and I said, yeah, that was towed down. That was a little bit too much for me. So it was so early. It was a little bit too much. Because also we had walked into that racetrack twice and walked around and stuff. So that was a bit more. I mean, I haven't really done that much. I haven't really done anything like that out there. Really. One time we put the gas in and all I was doing was standing there outside my SUV while he put the gas in. So this was my first like that. And I said, okay, that's too much for me. Then as I'm sitting there, I said, well, next time I'll just park closer. So, yeah. But anyway. And then, like I said, we went to that nature preserve, sat there under a tree. The wind picked up really bad. And as we were sitting there, he goes, look. I said, yeah. He goes, look how bad it got. I said, yeah. And it did look like, that it was so much dust. And he said dust. And I don't know, kind of in a way to me, it looked a little bit like smoke. Yeah. And we haven't heard anything about anything on fire, so I don't know. But then we got home, he went in the back, and he goes, oh my goodness, it got so much worse since we got here. Since we left from there to come here. So we got back. I don't know. Red flag warning. Never heard of such until this time. Never heard of such. But it's basically that they're got to watch it. Because, be real careful with any kind of fire outside. We're under that. But, anyway, I thought I'd finish this up because I want to make a video, but I'm not going back outside. That's enough for lungs. And earlier today, I had I don't know, I looked it up. It was a nosebleed. And I looked it up. So why would my nose be bleeding? I did bust a blood vessel when I was a child. I was like 7 or 8 years old. And ever since then, just every blue moon, it happened. I used to have to get it cauterized. Cauterized. I think that's what they called it. That was not nice. And even as an adult, every so often, but then I got put on blood pressure pills and that kind of, yeah. But I looked it up and it said it can happen if you're breathing in a lot of, I don't know. I'm not one who knows, any kind of healthcare provider or voice of authority. I am not on medical. But what I read, I don't always believe what I read, online. It said it can happen if it's like real dry, which mine does that. If it's really dry, sometimes I'll have a nosebleed. But this was weird. It was like it just came. I'm standing there in the kitchen doing stuff, talking to Adam, and I'm like, what is this going on? And it just started bleeding. I had to go sit down, push my head back. That's what they told me to do when I was young. And, I had to do that. And it was weird. And then, but it says something about dry or a lot of dust and stuff, pollen and such in the air. Well, that's what we're under. We're, as it is. So I really don't want to go back out again because I don't want that to happen again. It was just too weird all around. But at least not today until this all clears up, and we start having more humidity and less wind. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else. The only other thing is I keep thinking I got to remember I got so much to do with autos. I got to have it inspected, not this month, next month. Inspected. I got to get my driver's license renewed. And I got to get tires. I think I was trying to say that on a video before, but I bought it brand new, and in 2019, doesn't even have 21,000 miles on it yet. Does not even have 21,000, and I need new tires. And they were new. You know, I bought it new. All of it was new. And yeah. And Adam told me that day, he said, it's usually 50,000. You know, or more, you know, 50,000 is when you have to change them. And then I saw online it said 50,000 to 75,000. I don't know. I need them now. So I'll do that too. Anyway, I just got to get to where I'm feeling energetic enough to do all these things. Now, here in Texas, I think they're trying to change it to where, because some of these people are working from home, and people had to schedule appointments to go get their driver's license like several months in advance. I have not been well, have not felt like doing that. So, you know, I had to get my birth certificate, because you have to have your birth certificate now. And I've just been so wrapped around my health that I really, it just the thought, I've done little things like get the birth certificate, you know, but other than that, and then now they're talking about it might change, and found that there's one place, you know, or two places, or some places, however many, whatever, and not, and maybe they'll change it now, you know, you can get them. Oh, what a mess. But anyway, okay, now I'm going to wrap this up. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.